Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is TDC and welcome back to some more FTB Infinity Evolved here on the FTOG server. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day today. We have got a lot to do today. I am ready to do a makeover of our cave, man. We gotta get this place looking snazzy, right? So I think there's going to be a couple of pretty big changes. A lot of this stuff I'm going to be doing off camera today. Some of the stuff I'm going to be including you guys with. But I think we are going to redo this room and have this kind of be our main storage and machine room. So I want to move some of our chests and machines and stuff up in here where our real power is. From last episode I showed you kind of our power plant situation here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move these farms back behind this wall. That'll clear up a lot of floor space. I'll probably get rid of these farms here because I don't think we're going to need them. The plan was to originally include all 4 of these crop plots here in order to create power. Now, even though we're not sucking power from this system right now, I really don't think we're going to rip through, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8 million RF just with the machines and stuff that we're going to be running manually for a long time. I mean, we don't even have any automation or anything going on. So I'm not too worried about the power situation right now. If we do need to upgrade, we can add more crop plots behind that wall to match, you know, these if we need to, but it's not really that big of a deal. I am going to make a couple of upgrades so it is including this whole crop plot and not just this 3x3 area right here. And it would be nice to, we're going to see, I'm going to have to make a couple of different machines, but I would like to get some conduit going on. That way we don't have all this spillage and I can get rid of these things here, because with these going on, if I drop something, I mean, that's it, it's gone. And I do not want that to happen to anything important. So we may work on the conduit situation, maybe work on doing some deep stores or something for this power plant. I don't know, it might be kind of cool. But first things first, what I want to do today is I want to make some long fall boots, right? So you remember these guys from Portal Gun mod? Yeah, just 12 iron and a bunch of other stuff. We need to make the nano suit boots and also the fluxed infused boots. And these guys are pretty expensive, man. Each one of these takes 2 diamonds, and you infuse that with redstone, the fluid transposer, and you also use the flux infused electrum, which is gold, so that's super expensive. And I also had to make some of this pyrotheum dust. Now, luckily, I made all this stuff off camera, so we can go ahead and craft it up real quick and check them out. So let's do this. We're gonna need to do those, and this should be the nano suit boots. Perfect. And now we're gonna put those there like that. Spread those out like so. We'll take both of these, put them here and here. Long fall boots. Now, if you've never seen what long fall boots are, they negate all fall damage, right? So let's go ahead and sleep real quick. With these guys, we will no longer have to worry about falling straight down, because that was one of the hardest things about this whole area here, is it's a long way down, so I used to have to like kind of like coast down, be real careful. But now, from all the way up here, we can drop all the way down there with no damage. How cool is that, man? This is going to save my butt so many times you probably won't even know. They are pretty expensive, and I do want to make the fluxed infused armor at some point, but I'm not real sure how this compares with the flux infused boots. So if we look at the flux infused, that'll work. So protection 3, but they have a durability of 400,000. That's 400,000 RF since these guys are powered. But with the long fall boots, I'm wondering if it kind of takes in everything with this. I'm not real sure. So like if we can just use this with the rest of the armor, maybe we'll be good. I'm not 100% sure. Until we make the full suit of armor, we probably won't know, but I do not have the materials to make the full suit of armor today. So yeah, I don't know. That'll be another time, another project for another time. But anyways, what I want to do with this area here is, like I said, I want to move most of this stuff up into this room, kind of readjust some of these crop plots here and push them all back. And yeah, I kind of want to bring in some of the outdoors into this cave. Now, if you've ever seen anything I've ever done in Minecraft before, you know that building is kind of a big part of this game, and it's probably one of my favorite parts of the game. So I'm going to have some fun, man. We're going to deck this place out. I'm probably going to set up some stuff make it look pretty nice. And it's probably going to take me like a day or two. I'm actually recording this kind of in advance because I know it's going to take me a little while. So hopefully when we come back here in just a little bit, I'll have some stuff done, and I'll probably have another project for us to work on for the end of this episode. So anyways, I'm going to get started. It's probably going to be a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoy. Well, I don't know. I was going to say there's going to be a montage, but there's no montage. It's going to be too long. But yeah, so anyways, we'll be back in just a minute, and I'll show you what I've done. Alright, dudes, so it's been a couple days. I actually didn't get everything done that I wanted to, but I think it's coming along pretty nicely. I've kind of brought in the outdoors a little bit. I've covered the entire floor with grass. Not real happy about the color of grass over there, but there's not much we can do about it. But yeah, so originally I said I wanted to move all my machines into this room here with the power plant, but I kind of decided against that. This is just a good spot. I don't feel like digging out a whole bunch of room back behind here. I started behind this wall, and I like being able to see everything, so I didn't want to hide nothing and anything like that. And I figured we'd set up these crop plots here with kind of like the crops that we're going to need. So you see I needed some cactus. I went ahead and made up some of these guys. They're all 10 10 10, and yeah, so I got them all planted up here. We'll probably spread it out to a 3x3, and then for everything else we'll set them up as a 3x3 as well, so just depending on what we need. So I don't know, I think I'm going to keep it this way. I ran some of the HV wire over to all of our machines, and I did a little readjusting over here. Nothing too fancy. It looks like a spider just went nuts in here, man. We got webs all over the place, but this is the only way that I can really get it to work for right now, until we can get to the point where we can make the energy conduits, which I have started working on, by the way. We've got our thermal centrifuge all set up, and I got a bunch of this stone dust, so this is what we needed for the conduits. So conduit, for the conduit binder, this stuff here, we needed a binder composite, and this takes stone dust, compressed sawdust, and electrical steel. So both this stuff is easy. The stone dust, this is the only way to get it, by running cobblestone through the thermal centrifuge. So we've got quite a big stockpile of it here, so we could actually get into making some of these conduits eventually, but they take a bunch of other stuff. So we needed this. We need the reinforced servos, which take a lot of electrum, because we're going to need a few of those. Because 2 servos only give you 3, so it's like a 2 to 3, like you get 1 extra per. So it's a little expensive, not to mention you need the resonant flux ducts, which these guys are nuts, man. So you need the petrothium, I think that's how you say that. You need all of this with the basalt powder, and I'm not sure how you get this. Obsidian dust? Yeah, so this is a little beyond us at this point, so eventually we can get there. We got some enderium here. We need some of the enderium, excuse me. And yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. There's a lot involved with this whole thing. But real quick, what I want to do is we need to make up our enderium. I have been working on gathering up everything we need. Do not want to lose that. Let's go ahead and drop some of this crap off. My inventory is so clogged, man. I think our next big project is going to be setting up AE, man. We got to get started on getting everything that we need to set up a controller. Once we get the controller, we should be all set. So if we take a look at the controller, this dude, where'd he go? Right here. It's gonna take a little while, but we can get there, man. This is not too terribly hard. So it's 2 blocks of enderium, 2 blocks of the vibrant alloy. We need some of the advanced Galgadorian metal, which is kind of a rabbit hole within itself. We need to set up an inscriber from AE2. That shouldn't be that big of a deal, but the quantum core, this is what's going to be kind of nuts, man. So we need 4 nether stars. We need this enriched cenarium alloy, which it doesn't sound too bad, but once you start going into it, it goes nuts. So we need the enriched cenarium, which is 8 of this iridium uranium, which within itself is not too hard. It's just uranium and glowstone, right? Hit backspace. That's a good trick. Thanks, Brink, for answering that. Appreciate that. But we need this cenarium, which isn't too terribly difficult. We just need to make this molecular transformer, and I think this runs off of Buildcraft power. I'm not sure, or what is it? EU power? I don't know. We'll have to get into it and we'll have to look, but it takes 1 million per piece, and I think we need like a couple of stacks of this stuff. So it is super involved, but that is kind of like our end goal here. So I want to go ahead and stick up some Endurium here because we need to make some Endurium stuff. I think if we put that in there, molten Endurium should give us a whole stack, and I probably need to build up some more Ender Pearls here. Look, give me that, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started on this. What else do we need to do? Oh, my inventory, man. Let's just drop off a bunch of stuff here. We don't need these sticks, glass, wood, cable we're good with for now. Steel, torches. I made up some item ducts. I think maybe you guys saw that just a second ago up there in the power plant. We're using that to bring over all the power. So all the plants that the harvester harvests, it goes through these guys into the bioreactor. And this way they don't actually pop out all over the place. So when this thing is full, it just stops, which is what I wanted. So it's a lot cheaper than doing the conduit. But I don't know, I think the flux ducts and stuff like that are going to be kind of the way to go for a long time. I've been trying to find ways to cheat this pack a little bit and see if there's things that we can do to make our lives easier. But it is not easy, man. These guys they've looked at this pack from every angle and made it almost impossible to do anything like that. So it's going to be rough for a little while. But yeah, so what I think we need to work on today is setting up a quarry. I don't know if we're going to have everything we need for it. I think I'm going to set up a buildcraft quarry. Now the reason I'm doing that instead of the ender quarry is because I would like to get obsidian. Now with this guy we can just set up water over in the mining age and stuff like that once we get towards the bottom. I'm not going to fill up the whole thing with water. That's just a stupid idea. But once we get down towards the bottom where it's kind of like the lava levels and stuff like that, we can set up a bucket of water and harvest up quite a bit of obsidian, since I don't really have a good way of getting it right now. But yeah, this within itself is going to be kind of tricky. So we need some diamond chipsets, some diamantine electron tubes. This right here, this is going to be the big thing, is we need to get into AE. We need a logic processor here. So I'm hoping that somebody has one of the presses that we can borrow. We need the iron chipset, all this kind of good stuff. So it's going to be pretty involved. Lots and lots of crafting. But this is what we needed the Endurium for, is the Tesseract frame. So we need 4 electrum for that. We need the Ender electron tubes, and we need the teleporter, or the octatic capacitor too. These are going to be a craft and a half too. Let's see what we do. What do we need for the teleporter? So the teleporter is not too terribly difficult. Just basic stuff, advanced machine casing. I've made some of these, the advanced circuits. Yeah, so lots of crafting ahead. I'm going to get started on that, and when we come back, hopefully we'll have some sort of quarry, or almost everything that we need for the quarry, and maybe we can go check it out. Dudes, I'll tell you what, this crafting system is getting a little complicated now. Finally, we're getting into the really complicated stuff. There's a lot of different things going on here. I am snagged up on this pink slime crystal. Now, we need this to make... I don't even remember what we need it for. I just know that we need it, so I'm not even going to go down the rabbit hole right now. So it's a little unrealistic thinking that we're going to have a quarry set up today. Not going to happen. We've got some more stuff that we got to get done. So yeah, for this pink slime crystal, we need the slaughterhouse, which I have set up in here, and I've been trying to get this guy to get us enough pink slime so that we can do this, but it's just not working. In order to get the pink slime, we're going to have to use an auto spawner, and for that we need the grinder to get the mob essence for the auto spawner. And I'm thinking the only way that this is going to work is if we take advantage of our skeleton spawner up there. So we're going to have to go set up some sort of ghetto mob spawner right now, and I think that's going to be our project for today. I have been working on this for a long time now, over 12 hours probably. And I ended up making a couple of things last night when I went to sleep. Yes, this is the second day. I made a couple of these resonant machine frames, which we needed one for the inscriber, but I made an extra one just for whatever we're going to need it for. And that only took about like 8 hours or so, and that sounds like a lot, but that actually went pretty quickly. A lot faster than what I thought it was going to. But yeah, so I just let that go while I was going to bed last night, and I woke up this morning to no power and 2 resonant machine frames, which is awesome. So with this guy here, what I'm thinking is we're going to set up some sort of little cheesy little mob spawner. Nothing crazy special or nothing, but it's going to have to be the only way that we can get our mob essence for now. I'm so sick of these blue slimes, man. I need new tools desperately. But yeah, so we're just gonna clear out a little bit of room here, and we're gonna see if we can get this guy all set up. So I'm probably gonna work on this off camera. We got to somehow get power all the way over here. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet, but maybe just like a survivalist generator or something. I'm not real sure. So let me get started on this, and we'll come back in a few minutes. Alright, dude, so we just came back from Grok's place. He hooked us up with a piece of this cursed earth, and we stuck it up underneath this spawner. So this should speed things up quite a bit. The problem that I was having is these guys, it was just not spawning fast enough. And so what the cursed earth does is it kind of speeds up this spawner and gets it going really, really quickly. And we just have a constant stream of these guys spawning in, which is awesome. And we also get these treasure bags, which is a good source of potions and gold nuggets. So yeah, this thing is filling up quite nicely. We got about like 12 millibuckets in there, 12,000 millibuckets, so that equals out to about 12 buckets so far. I'm gonna wait for this guy to maybe fill up quite a bit more. I'm not sure how fast or how much we're actually gonna need, but I'm gonna let it get a little bit more, and then we're gonna take it back down and see if we can get this pink slime, man. This is a process and a half. Alright, dude, so check it out. I've got this thing all set up. I actually made another drum, so we put one back up there at the skeleton spawner, so it's filling up right now, and we've got about 80 millibuckets. I think there was 90 in here when I brought it down, and this thing holds 4. So we've got plenty of this mob juice to work with for a little while, and this thing is just taking forever. It's super slow. I don't remember it being this slow. And I want to see when it spawns in. I think the energy drops like to nothing. It drops quite a bit, so it takes about like, what was that, a lot of power, almost 10,000 RF per spawn. So yeah, I think we're keeping up okay. Let's go ahead and just try to push this guy back in the hole here. Come here, man. Yeah, that's the problem I'm having with this auto spawner, is the radius of the spawning is a little bit bigger than what this hole is. So it's having a hard time keeping up. But yeah, so we're a little over a quarter of the way to having a whole bucket of this pink slime stuff, and once we have a whole bucket, then we'll be all set for our pink slime, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I have to wait for this guy to slowly kill all these cows over and over and over again. Hopefully we don't run out of room for the can we not look at this? I guess we can't. We can't see past this block. I wanted to see, what do we, oh, we got 2 things of pink slime? Where's all the meat going? Oh, there's meat in the tube now. Oh, no. Okay, so I had to fix this real quick. Let's go ahead and pull the thingamajig out of this so nothing else spawns. Go ahead and die. Thank you. And let's do this. So we're going to have to, I don't know how that happened. I guess maybe it's just like it doesn't work. So if we combine those, that'll dump everything all into one tank, and then we can take this one back down, and this has got, it's got meat in it. Okay. Oh, that's weird to say. So now we should be able to hook this up like so, and that should dump the meat into this guy, and now we can hook this up here like that. Now it should separate the 2 out, I believe. So we'll just leave this guy alone. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait for this guy to fill all the way up. We're almost there, more than halfway there now, and we'll be back in just a minute. Oh man, so we finally have enough for a bucket of pink slime. Oh man, that took a long time. So what we're gonna do, we have to get a pink slime out of this guy. So I think we should have enough room right here. So if we drop that, let it spread out, eventually that source block of pink slime will turn into an actual pink slime mob. And once that happens, we can pick this guy up with the safari net, stick him into the thingamajig over there, and then we can kill him, take him out, and we can get some pink slime. There he is. Oh, he's got a hat on too. Alright, so we got this guy, pink slime. Now we can throw this dude in here, and I want to turn off the, we need to turn off the slaughterhouse. I don't know if it would actually work or not, but yeah, so I guess what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and pick this guy up for right now. Let's grab that back there. Is that all still hooked up? It looks like it is. Now we can throw this guy in here, and this should start spawning these pink slimes. And now I don't know how many, let's look at this up real quick. Pink slime, I don't know how many of these we need to make this thing. So we need 9 pink slime balls in total And we need to smelt this guy down to get the pink slime crystal. So, sweet. I've got a little bit of work, a little bit more work to do ahead of us. And we should be good to go. Alright, there we go. We got enough. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out of here so no more start spawning in here. Now, this guy is not chewing up any power, so we are all set. Oh man, this is a long process. I have been recording, I don't even know for how long, over the last couple of days actually. And we're just now getting to the part where we have pink slime balls. So let's do this. We're going to take this guy and we can throw this in here. No, we can't. Yeah, we can. Let's just take all this stuff out. I was making some signalum because we're going to need it. Let's throw that in there. Pink slime. Oh, there it goes. We're getting somewhere. Alright, we'll throw all this junk back in here. We'll throw the pink slime balls in our mob drop chest here. And we'll just get rid of all this stuff. A mundane belt. Sweet. And looks like that's it. We should be good to go. Is it done? It's done. Okay. So that is just like one part of this whole quarry thing. So this is for the laser drill pre-charger. So we need the plastic sheet, some hardened glass. We need 2 redstone conductance coils, which I have everything here. I may be out of the hardened glass though. Do I have any in here? Yeah, we do. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this laser drill pre-charger, because this is going to be like the one, I think is like the one thing that was going to hold us back for the whole process. Everything else is doable, but that was the thing that we needed. Now I've got the resonant energy cell thing that we need for the inscriber to make the logic press. I still need to grab some presses. I need to go over to somebody's base and make copies of them all, but I think we should be all set. So we need hardened glass, conductance coils, and thingamajigs. Alright, so let's throw this here. We need 1 diamond, like so. And then we need 2 of these guys. I think. No. Conductance coils. That's the ones with electrum. Ooh, okay. Electrum, I should have some. Alright, so we got the conductance coils all made up. Now we need one of these illuminator frames, and these guys aren't too terribly difficult. The illuminator frame is 2 pieces of hardened glass, a signalum ingot, and a nether quartz, and that gives us 2 of them, so we've got an extra one if we're ever going to need it. But we should be able to just throw this guy right here in the middle. Laser drill pre-charger. Ugh. Ugh, we did it! Alright, so let's make... Oh, I need 2. I'm going to make a crafting bench, and we are just going to set everything up in here, and as we progress we will just add to the recipe. So I'm going to put this guy right here in the middle. Sweet. So now I've got a bunch more crafting to do. I'm hoping that I can get all of this done before next episode and we can finally set up our quarry. Dudes, that's gonna do it for today. It has been a long process to get all the way here, but I am done recording for now. I'm gonna go take a break, but anyways, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button for me down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Go check out everybody else on the server, man. There's a lot of good stuff going on. Nonsanity is doing his streams. Brink's got a bunch of awesome episodes. Thor's doing his thing. Everybody is being super busy. The server is like pretty active right now. Let's see how many people we got on. 6 people, including me, man. There's a lot of good content for you guys to go check out. So go check out all the links in the description below. Tell them I said hi, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace. Whoa. Extreme close-up.